Namaste and welcome to your evening de-escalation of your nervous system, that kind of wind down before bed. In fact, it might even be in your bed, preferably seated, because otherwise you might nod off on me. Anyway, the idea of this particular practice is just to sort of wash away the stress and fatigue of the day. So let's encourage ourselves to come into a seat. It could be in a chair, a sofa, it could be sat on your bed. You can even support yourself against a wall. I really would like you to find a lovely sense of comfort, elevation in the hips, some padding underneath you, wherever we're at. And we won't be here that long, so let's just give ourselves a moment to set all that up. And then whatever a comfortable seat looks like for you, let's make our way into that now. And do you know what? If it's okay with you, what about you close down your eyes? And let's just take a moment to notice the quality of the headspace. You know, what are your thoughts like? What are the quality of your eyelids like? What's the quality of your eyes like? When we think about how throughout our day many of us drink coffee, possibly other caffeinated drinks, you know, how does that wash out in the system in the evening? Is there still a sense of restlessness in the mind, in the eyelids, in the jaw? How about we take a few deep breaths together, in through the nose, and let's sigh away the stress and fatigue of our day. And let's do a few more like that. So inhale nice and richly. One more like that. Inhale. Now, as though you're a cameraman facing yourself with a camera, let's take a moment to scan through the body with that camera and see if there's some edges that can be smoothed out, can be softened into. Some of the brittleness can be just smoothed over. And we can do that by recognizing through our scan that there is definitely areas of smoothness already, of softness. You know, not every day is a challenge. Some of you might have made it onto the mat with an abundant, spectacular, fantastic day, while others may have had one that they'd care to forget. But it's the willingness to recognize the capacity that those two opposite sentiments exist no matter what we do. And sometimes the capacity to accept that tough days will be followed by good days can be hard to recognize on those tough days. But the simple gesture and act of taking these few moments in your day to sit in the stillness, to allow whatever comes up to come up, and grant it permission and let go. saying we're like a broken record, right? Well, so's our mind sometimes. Rehashing, ruminating, regurgitating 70-80% of the thoughts we had yesterday. Imagine a world full of less of those thoughts, a mind less cluttered. It's possible. You are an agent of that own clarity. This very practice is a practice of minimizing, of removing what doesn't serve you, of letting go. And as painful as it can be to hear, taking a moment, acknowledging the lessons learned, as difficult, as gritty, as complicated as those lessons may be. Because it's through these lessons that this awareness state, just like the cameraman in front of us, allows us to recognize default patterns, instant response mechanisms that don't necessarily provide the outcomes which would be beneficial in maintaining the equipoise and equilibrium that our practice, that the experience, and that the state of yoga encourages us, that enlivens within us that awareness. Just take a couple more moments here and just recognize that smoothness. You're beginning to carve out those pointed edges, the brittleness. And we'll take a couple of pranayama techniques to really smooth into the nervous system for the evening slumber and prepare you for rest. For rest and digest. For repair and restore. And to rejuvenate your incredible body. Release toxins and stress and fatigue so that you lighten the load and that heaviness is lifted. And let's take our left hand on our knee or place the index finger and to touch and place the back of the hand on the knee. Alum Vilum here, so a beautiful calming technique of alternate nostril breathing. The peace fingers of your right hand are placed across your third eye. And just take a moment here before we even start our pranayama technique. What about you just take some palpation into that third eye with the finger pads of your right hand, index finger and middle finger. And palpation is just a smoothing, a touching, a bringing awareness via the electricity of your finger pads. You might even be shifting some light across one eye and the other, and that could possibly begin the journey of recognizing the hemispheres of our brain, the opposite sentiments, the solar and the lunar. Alum Vilum is all about those dvandvas, those pairs of sentiments. And from that soft rotation at your third eye, let's just smooth that out and pause for a moment. Take a breath in through both nostrils and out through both nostrils. Now with the thumb, gently press onto the right nostril, but so softly, yeah, and then just smoothly inhale through the left. And again, we just use our ring finger to gently close the left nostril, open the right and exhale. Now we keep the right open and we re-inhale. And so softly we close that nostril and we open the left and we exhale. And then we so smoothly inhale through the left. And we so gently close the left and we open the right and exhale. Let's do about a minute's worth. And when your last exhale through the left nose occurs, just take your hands down onto your knees and give yourself a second or two here just to rest into that experience. And flip the hands so the backs of the hands are down and the palms face the ceiling. The thumb, the pinky and the ring finger come to touch and the peace fingers extend away. This is your prana mudra, and this is where we take our inhale breath. And then as you flip the palms up the other way, switch the thumb to touch the middle two fingers and the pinky and ring finger extend away now, and that is your apana mudra, and it is an exhale breath. So as you flip the palms, you switch the fingers, thumbs, pinky, ring, inhale. As you switch the palms, thumb and two middle fingers, exhale. Flip the palms, inhale, switch fingers. Flip the palms, exhale, switch fingers. as you continue to do this explanation here of these two vayus of your body, so we think about prana vayu being this current upwards and away, and the apana vayu is the downward waste removal, letting go current. But we take these as an opportunity and expression, again, just like alum valum, a harmonizing, a balancing right before we head to bed, bringing that nervous system back down, preparing us to rejuvenate with our night's rest. Let's take one more together. Inhale. And exhale. Chin to chest, hands to Namaskar Mudra. I wish you a beautiful night's sleep and a wonderful opportunity to rest, digest, restore and recharge. And I hope you look forward to waking up tomorrow morning and practicing again with me. Thumbs to the third eye. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Have a lovely night's sleep, everybody. Good night, and I'll see you again soon.